Good morning, people. Second to stop. Bam! Morning. Welcome to the Easy Stream. We hang out in this fish room. It's always easy. Everything gets done.
Bionic Bigfoot Foti said, let it snow, not here in Seattle.
Oof, it's gonna snow.
JJ Mac 1 said, good morning,
Several
weirdos.
feet.
Let's go Team USA hockey.
Yay! Go! USA! Anyway, good morning, Bionic Bigfoot. Carson, good morning. Victor Coco, what's up, dude? Good morning. Your fish, good morning. Dennis Christensen, hello, hello. On this Waiting for the Storm Sunday. Yeah, it was already snowing and raining. A mix this morning when I gas station to get gas. Yeah, so it's not gonna be fun. Talking anywhere from I don't know, 10 to 20 some inches. Hey Mac, what's going on, man? Good morning. Anyway, if I missed anybody, I'm sorry. Thanks for being here. Got going on. Well, it's been 3 weeks since we've did anything with this tank, so I think it's time that we should test the water. Some of these plants are looking pretty bad. That one back there. But I think that's just a lot of that was from when I got them shipped. I think those are the plants that 120 degrees out. I think it was those plants that got really, really hot. Summer. I don't know if it's just taking them this long to acclimate or whatever, die off. There's some new leaves on there, but that stuff's not looking good. The crypts look okay. Maybe it's just not. Anyway, I don't know. We'll see. What else? We got the pothos in there, but that pothos is looking. He's still in the water. I don't know who's gonna make it. But we got to do the water change. We got to do some water testing on this, so we'll do that real quick. The thing I want to do. Probably do a water change on that. This guy, quarantine. I have not medicated him again. I've just been trying to keep an eye on him. It actually looks like he's getting a lot better. Swelling. It's not 100%, but I'm going to do a water change in the tank's cool. Yeah. Get into it. Oh, what do we got here? Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Not fun, but it's gonna. Coffee. Okay.
Scaly Granny said, good morning, Jason, and everyone.
Good morning, Jenny lad. All right. Right. Upper. All right, I already got the water to test, so I'm just gonna start that. TDSs were 295, which is right around normal. Higher than last time. Calibrate. Calibrate this. Let's get us nitrate solution. And don't forget about the test running. Set an alarm. And we'll do some water changes. Probably gonna be it. It's gonna be a pretty quick, easy stream, I think, because got a storm impending, and I got some stuff I got to take care of, so I'm not gonna. Plus, you know, these 3 hour, I can't do these 3 hour streams anymore. It kills my one of my 2 days off. I'm spending half of it streaming. So I got to go back down to like something more, man. Guys in the loop. Burnout. Burnout is real, man. You gotta take it. I've been trying to downsize some tanks, make things a little easier on myself, just avoid that. But Fishroom soul searching. Exactly what I want.
Bionic
That's
Bigfoot
disgusting.
40 said, "Do you need more pothos? I have too much."
I got pothos growing everywhere in this room, except in the tank I wanted to grow in. Like whatever, that sprig just didn't want to root, I guess. Lily? What are you doing, Lily? Acting all cool. Oh, that's what that noise was. That guy. Come on. Supposed to be up there? You supposed to be a bad kitty? Mr. Jones. What's going on with you? Don't beat up. Please beat me. Marks in your face from Lily. Scratching you. On his new collar for.
Jamak once said meow.
He has his Valentine's Day collar on. I couldn't remember that. Come here, you. Shouldn't be up there. Zoe's all upset about it. I just hear the disaster about to happen. Such is the kitty life. All right. I have to continue. On. Yo! Yo! Hold on a sec.
Spewfelt Reasure Detecting said, "Hit that like button, it's free."
Sorry. Curiosity and the kitty over there was trying to climb on that shelf that has all those models on it. Last thing I need. I'm knocking all that stuff. And yes, good morning, Southwest Florida. Treasure detecting. Thanks. And yes, hit that like. I would appreciate it. So yeah, anything new in the fish room this week? No. Really? Nothing new, just kind of maintaining. Yeah, no. Not make that swap. No, it was the Cichlid Club of York. Yeah. We're going to water testing. Lily. On my list for doing up all my airlines. Set an alarm so I don't forget. Okay. Timer has started. I am. Drop the cord. Now.
Bionic Bigfoot 40 said, "Did you get all the air leaks fixed?"
No.
Soulful Aquatics said, "Okay on right channel now."
Nice. No, I haven't touched it. The air has been working since last week. I shut off the air to a couple of those tanks, but they honestly don't need the air. Everything's been running fine, so I don't know if it was. I think it was just the filter was getting clogged and it just did working too hard, you know. Hey now. Pokemon has been battled and returned to me. Oh, I'm hearing all sorts of alerts and bolt and buzzers and. I'm gonna clean the filter while I'm here. Catch a lot of Blackbeard. I don't know how's that Blackbeard looking to you guys lately. Same? Unchanged? Look at that, a little warm water to this. It's freaking cold. I don't know. I mean, it seems about the same, but it definitely doesn't look like it's doing good. So we'll see about that. We'll see how the phosphates are doing. See if we need a phosphate removing pad. We might have to change it out.
Fishy Monsphere said, "Good morning, everyone.
Good
You
morning,
ready for
Fishy
more
Mon.
snow, Jazrin?"
Oh, God. You didn't fall in a sinkhole, did you? Heard the whole town that you're in is about to fall on the ground. Dump truck fell in a hole. Am I hearing an alarm? Oh, yeah. All right, 047, 047, and 13.2. 047, 13.2. It's actually really high.
Bionic Bigfoot
Bada bing,
40
bada boom.
said, "Okra fish. I have it growing on the ceiling about 100 feet long going back and force across the ceiling."
You're talking about pathos? That's cool. That's really cool. How can you have too much pathos? Yeah, there you go. TDSs a little bit down from last week, but they were actually kind of high from a couple of weeks ago. So that's down. Nitrates are up slightly. Phosphates are up a lot. So we might have to change that pad because it goes from like 40 something to 15 to 24 to 40 something. That lasts 5 weeks. I don't know. Yar. Oh, that's where we're at, guys. I don't know. All starting, yeah. This is when we swapped the change it from 75 or 55 to a 75. All over the board. I think that's part of the problem. All right. Got that going. What are all these animals doing? What are all you animals doing here? All up in my space. On. All right, here's done. So I guess I can just. Hey. I don't need to rinse that phosphate removing pad. I just need to throw it out. Hopefully, I still have more. All right, let's finish cleaning this filter. basically getting all the junk off of it. Blackbird likes to get caught up in there. Not too bad after 3 weeks though. Or whatever, it's been 2 weeks since I've done the water change. Alrighty. Try to rebuild.
Peplin Creek Aquatics said, Jason, good morning.
Yo, Pep! What's up, man? Good morning! Welcome to the Easy Stream. Yes, Monty. We'll help her. Whether I want you to be or not. Alright, cool. Oops. Let me... Before I forget.
Fishy Mons said Phillipsburg needs your company to come in and investigate.
Yeah. Oh, I was actually fixing sinkholes this week when I saw that. I was like, whoa!
Bionic
That
Bigfoot
truck driver had to
said
change
that
his
is why
pants
I
when he
have
got home.
intake filter on all the hob to help.
Yeah, that probably would help. Montgomery Jones. What are you doing, Mr. Jones? In case you didn't know Bonnie's last name. His full name is Montgomery. Montgomery Jones. Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones and his kitty bones. Alright. Cut up this ad real quick. Coffee real quick. Yeah, I guess they abandoned that block, or like those houses had to be abandoned until they figure out what's going on. People are in danger of losing. That would suck, man.
Bionic Bigfoot Faulty said good morning or Peplin Creek.
Good morning. Good. Rogers texting me. Liar? She called me a liar? Oh, his full name is Right. Montague. But I always call him Montgomery Jones. What am I doing?
Fishy Mons said, can broken water mains cause sinkholes?
Yes, absolutely can. All that water's going somewhere. Alright, this is how... Sinkholes form in this area because we have a lot of underlying limestone geology, right? Limestone is a basic rock, which is the opposite of an acid. It's a base. It will make your pH go higher when you have it in a fish tank, right? Start dissolving. It's also a very soft, I wouldn't say soft. Well, I guess it's kind of a soft rock. Thing is, anytime you have water pass through any sort of organics, like leaves, whatever, becomes slightly acidic, called carbonic acid. Carbonic acid will eat limestone away, like entirely. And after millions and millions of years, you'll have the limestone will have eroded, left with a big hole where it once was. But what usually happens is you get, that's like a slow natural process, right? That's how a lot of caves are formed. We have some caves around here, like cave and stuff like that. That's exactly how limestone got eaten away over millions
New
of
Local Austin
years.
said, good morning carbonic acid.
You got it. Anyway, however, nowadays a lot of problems we get is because we have construction, utilities, like water mains, and when you do construction, the first thing to do in a construction site is they strip all the topsoil, and they just leave dirt, right? The dirt behind. Well, that water from rain and stuff like that was draining the way it wanted to drain, and it was going the way it was supposed to go. Whoops, that with my arm for however long. And then, why isn't this fitting? Anyway, so once you change the way the water's flowing, it's going to start going in different ways. And it'll find a crack in the rock or in the ground where, like, usually a bunch of fractured rock down there, mostly limestone. And when it starts running in there, all that fine dirt starts getting pulled in with it, right? You see that muddy water? That muddy water has got dirt in it. It goes down that hole, and now there's less dirt on top. And if you get the water going fast enough in a crack that's got enough flow, it takes a whole lot of dirt, and then you end up with looks like a rabbit hole, like a gopher hole. Sometimes they're like the thing like Goonies, man. You can, like a water slide. But
Fishy Monsor said the low temperatures have been breaking water.
yeah,
Mains.
that's the problem. But yeah, when you get all that water flowing really fast, and it's going underground, it's going to take a lot of stuff with it. Soil, stones, whatever. It depends how big the hole is, but yeah. And I come in there and deal with that mess. All right, this is how we're going to fix it.
Peplin Creek Aquatics said Jason for City Planner 2026.
Yep. Yeah, I've been doing this for, it'll be 19 years in October. It's not my first rodeo. The sinkholes could be your last. I've seen some truly scary sinkholes. Truly scary. And I keep thinking, like, every time I go to a sinkhole that looks scary, I think about this one story. A guy in Florida. Sinkhole opened up in his garage. Swallowed him in his car. No, swallowed him. I don't remember if he was in his car or not, but might have been getting out of his car, but they never found him. He went down. A lot of times those sinkholes end in like a raging river that's at the bottom down there, and you hit that water, probably deep, and you're going to get moved about 100 feet sideways, and there's no hole to get you out of that. Go in that hole, you're never coming out. Stuff that gives me nightmares. Holes are dangerous. Then there was one that opened up. What did I see? There was like an old mine shaft that was like a historic. I think it was in England. An undocumented mine shaft that was like back in the day. Like we're talking like, I don't know, probably like 1500s or something like that. That opened up. Crazy.
Fishy Monk said, I'm so over winter.
Yeah, you and me both, brother.
Peplin Creek Aquatics said forgot where it was, but you remember the sinkhole that swallowed the Corvette Museum?
Oh, yes. Yes. I do remember hearing about that. Dude. Hang on a sec. Squirting everywhere. I did try to fix it, but I realized that I just have to replace it. Tighten it.
CR Pish said, I'm with you, Fishy Mon. Winter sucks.
Yeah. What are they calling for? I heard this morning like 11 to 24 inches. Ugh. I am so over that.
Bionic Bigfoot 40 said you need to block the of that skimmer intake filter.
Why? Why? I like that skimmer intake filter. Skims the surface. Then you don't have any biofilm building up.
Peplin
Churn
Creek
around.
Aquatic said Bowling Green, Kentucky. Google says
Bowling Green, Kentucky. I'll pull some of this off. Talked about this before. But like if we look at another one of my tanks, we could probably do that right now actually. Now I want you to take particular note. Here, I have a flashlight. Okay.
JMac1 said I'm in the 24 plus zone.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, you're in the west east coast, like closer to the ocean, right? Yeah, because that's
Searpish said
the
I
nor'easter.
hate when nature gives you a taste of 50 deep ring spring mornings and
Yeah,
drops back to 15 dig.
that's what it was like
Depressing.
yesterday. It was like almost 50, sunny. Finally stopped raining. This whole week was like brutal cold, and then it started raining. And then today or yesterday was like the nicest day. It was actually sunny, warm. I went for a walk with the wife. Nice. Now it's gonna be miserable, and you just know. Anyway, look at this blackbeard algae. This is, you know, looks sad. It's not even black. It's brown. Right? Notice. Maybe we can actually compare this. I never even thought about that. Now, over here. See that? Flashlight's gonna. But that's some mighty dark looking algae. Now that is black. That stuff is healthy looking. What do I do with my? Put a little bit right there. Wonder if I can grab some of that out of here. See how this looks. I don't know if you can even see the camera, like how different.
That's
Fisherman said,
lovely.
I don't look at the weather news, it just depresses me. My
Yeah.
back is hurting just thinking about it.
I'm trying to see if there's like wait. Can't really tell when it's out of the water. It just looks like a blob. Nope. I mean, you're just gonna have to trust your eyes, I guess. I had been running the overflow filter. Well,
Bionic
that works pretty
Bigfoot
well.
40 said I have too much duckweed in that tank plugs the skimmer.
Yeah, that would be a problem. I mean, occasionally it gets blackbeard on there, and I just have to clean it. But not too bad. Ooh. I really got to get a new faucet. Figure out like a way to. Trying to think if I have something I can put here. It's like a little squirt. It's like a little pisser. You're okay, Noodle. Hey, this works too. Corrugated plastic. Create a little shield here, you know? Not having to clean the floor.
Bionic
Yeah, perfect.
Bigfoot 40 said hot glue stilled it right up.
Oh, is it? Well, I mean, isn't there like a motor in there that like? I mean, you know when you spin that dial on the top there, it slows the pump down, but it also slows that surface heater down. I'm not sure how to bypass that. I don't know. Do not know. All right, where's my camera? Oh, you're looking at. You aquatics. I didn't hear that. Normally I hear that audio, but I guess I know I screwed that thing up, so. I'm seeing Keith in a while. He's doing alright, man. Yeah, I'm actually just kind of like biding my time here until spring, I think. Because I know I got to get this project rack thing going. I got a bunch of tanks to drill, but I really was kind of hoping I could do that outside. But others been cooperating. I really didn't feel like standing out there in 10-degree weather with a bunch of water running. And I think that would probably, maybe, that cold might, traction and stuff might actually end up like too much for the tank. Like drilling it, I'm worried it would crack. And contracting. Especially if it's that cold. Yeah?
Whip's World said, "Hiya, beautiful people. Let's get tanked."
Whip! Good morning, sir. Oh, I'm looking at it. Yeah. So like I said, I think that project's gonna be on hold a little until the weather gets a little bit nicer, and that way I can go outside and drill. And I also have to paint I want to paint the tanks, and I use an oil-based paint. And I don't want to be in here, and this is all the animals hang out down here. I don't want to be down here with the dog, and then I'm drilling, and then freaking out. Oil-based paint for Montgomery Montague.
Bionic Bigfoot Foti said, "You're late, Whip's World."
Late. Ah, he's like a wizard, man. He arrives just on time. Precisely when he means
Fishymon
to.
said, "I broke down and watched a DIY video. He lost a bunch of angles and discus to a Hager water heater, shocking his fish."
You're talking about the king of DOI. Yeah, I mean, whatever. Nothing wrong with watching him. I don't know if I necessarily, on the fence about him. I used to watch him a lot, but back in the day when he would DIY, that's what made him interesting. Then he I don't know, he went viral or something. I forget. He million subs, and then it became like, I don't know. I think my biggest point that it seems like he just has fish, get fish, and then 6 months later, those fish are all gone, and got new
Peplin
fish.
Creek Aquatics said
It's been a while since
he
I
is
watched it.
moving
So.
to the US.
Is he? He's all right. As long as you get something from it, that's all that matters, right? Yeah, who cares? Yeah, like I said, the project's probably gonna wait till the spring so I can go outside and, on a nice day and paint the tanks. Not have to kill brain cells, me and my animals. Same thing with drilling tanks. That would be a mess in here. So yeah,
Peplin Creek
we're
Aquatics
almost
said,
at
"I
spring.
stopped watching when he left his wife to marry a child Lowell."
Oh, that's right. Right, I remember. Yep.
CR Pish said that would be a hard decision to make. He couldn't have his Asian arowana here.
Oh yeah, true. True that. He had that big pond was cool. Stingrays and stuff in there. I would get it. If I had a pond like that, one of my bucket list fish would be a gar, alligator gar. Those things are cool. I like them. I always thought they were cool fish. Huge. You get what, 4 feet, half feet. Way too big for any you need a pond. Something huge. And I'm sure they eat like crazy, man. Bass every day. What was that? Algae? It's in my flounder tank. Blob of something flew on top of the tank. Algae. Water changing this too. It's about time. Oh snap! Gotta make sure we don't go too low.
Whip's World said Joey's fine. He's a bit odd, but aren't we all in our own
Yeah,
odd way?
exactly. Whatever.
I stopped watching too, but I don't have a reason. I just stopped.
Yeah. Like I said, watch it for a while, and then I used to watch Aquarium Co-op too all the time, and I just stopped doing that too. I stopped watching a lot of things actually. Kind of little world. All right, since I have this up and ready to go here, I'm gonna do a quick take out some water out of this tank. Quarantine. Hold on, sorry. Trying to hold you with one hand and the. I was tempted to medicate this guy again, but I mean he does look like he's getting better, slowly healing. So I think at this point, focus on making sure the water stays clean. Rest up. Eventually he'll go back to
Fisherman
the other
said,
tank,
"You are
hopefully.
missing the point. The Hagger heater malfunctioned and electrocuted his fish."
Yes.
Congratulations, Scaly Granny,
I
on the
don't know.
membership
Is that a
milestone.
point?
Scaly Granny has been an extraordinary aquarist for 29 months.
Congrats! Holy cow.
Whip's World
That's
said,
awesome.
"Me too." How weird is that? Corey seems like a good guy. I just don't hardly ever turn on any of the streams or videos.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that, man. I don't know. I mean, you could always learn something, right? But a lot of times, a lot of the stuff, been doing fish keeping for a long.
Natural
I'm sure
Aquarium
most of
said,
us have.
"Shocking news."
Yeah, that is shocking. Fishimon. What was the point, though? He shocked his fish. I get it, man. That sucks. I said. There. Needed to talk about? Work that down. Easy. Run away, little guys. I don't want to hit you.
Peplin Creek Aquatic
Little
said
nose.
Corey is a great person, but stopped watching a lot when the coop became all product promotion.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of pretty much where I. Which I don't fault them. I mean, dude, whatever. Running a business here. And he's certainly, doing okay on YouTube.
Foxy's Fishes said, "Why Google modding so hard this week?" Hi, Jason.
Good morning. Good morning, Foxanne. How you doing? Thanks for joining us. Like, he won't move. Like right there. I don't want to whack you in the head, buddy. Algae off. Oh. Good enough. Back down here. Good enough. And here, I'm gonna go over here. This tank. I'm gonna just do a little bit of water change here too. All right in this corner. Boom, boom. Colony's dwindled. Slack, very slack.
CR Pish said Google Mod has even been modding completely innocent comments.
Really?
Stupid AI.
Yeah. Not even. See, the thing is, what we call AI is not AI, man. There is no intelligence here. Just impressive program, I guess. I gotta clean. Oh yeah. Ba ba ba. All right. Good. Hey, 25%.
Whip's World said, yeah, Zenny told us in my stream last night kind of what's happening, but I was overserved and can't remember what she said now. Fishymon said the bigger you get on YouTube, the more it becomes a business and you lose your real reason you started.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you got to worry about the whole. I found myself doing it too at some point, chasing the algorithm. You start to like look at your analytics, and you start to see like, okay, this video, this is what people wanted to see. Then you start tailoring your content towards what you think that is, right? Me, I think that's a mistake.
Peplin Creek Aquatics said,
I gotta make
overserve
sure I
yourself
don't do
again,
that.
Whip.
You know, it's supposed to snow a whole bunch. Be a nasty day. This would be a good day for day drinking. Let me,
New Local Austin said, ay, 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 MK.
Ay, 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 ay. Peace. All right. Let me up real quick. I got a path. Go over here with you guys for now. Water flowing. Let me get to remix this.
Fishymon said, then you get sponsored and you become a slave to the company.
There you go. NordVPN, man.
Congratulations, Natural Aquariums, on the membership milestone.
Hey.
Natural Aquariums has been an extraordinary aquarist for 28 months.
Right on, man. Congrats. And good morning. It would, okay. I just saw that comment. I was like, what in the... What in the... Ugh. Chords. Dun dun dun. Sorry. My alerts. For those that don't know, how I have my water. It's gallons. I have it filled to 20 gallons. I use this. Here. Here. This is RO, and then I used CChem Equilibrium to remineralize it. Okay, get the idea. Plug it in. Oh, where's my extension? Here. Dun dun dun. That starts doing that. Okay. In the meantime, that's filling. I have a little mark I have on the fish in the tank there that lets me know exactly when I'm at the perfect level to stop filling. All right. Well, that's filling. You guys can come up here real quick. See me? All I'm doing is putting jugs of RO in this tank. Now these are already pre-filled and they're actually room temp, so it's not too bad. Sometimes though, when I'm filling these jugs, these are like ice cold, so I gotta like crazy. Get a little. Though I don't think it really matters that much. I'm being paranoid. There's. Bada bing, bada boom. Have a gallon right here. Oh, a funnel I could use. Good. Enough. Water up. Back down here.
Fishymon66 said I will eventually take over the world, and humans will all be its slaves. But by then, I will be long dead and forgotten.
And you won't care.
Whip's World said I forget to type in the exclamation point speak thingy, but I ain't retyping it.
All right, let me see what you said. Hang on. Oh, I gotta stop tripping on that. Just jug away. This would be a good time to find my coffee. Yes. All right, Whip, what'd you say? Yeah, it would have been Bubba's 30th birthday on Wednesday, and we celebrated that right before live stream. Pep, if you're... Jason, if your purpose is... Kind of got to chase, right? Oh, true. Very true. Very true. Although, if you think about it this way, I don't think you should chase the algorithm. And here's why. Because you got to where you were to the point where you started making money without chasing the algorithm, right? Did what you wanted to do, and people came to see that. And then, because you know, certain people find certain things interesting. I'm not saying you shouldn't use your analytics to give you ideas on doing things. Like, trust me, that's, you know, especially like
Bionic
you're an
Bigfoot
aquarium
40
channel
said,
and
yeah,
you
it
put
would
out a
have been
video or
Bubba's
something.
30th birthday on Wednesday and we celebrated that right before stream. Pep. Jason, if your purpose is to make money from
There we go.
YouTube, kinda gotta chase, right?
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't change your entire format to go down a road. You know what I mean? That's what I meant by chase. Like, I'm not
Pepkin
saying
Creek
don't use the
Aquatic said,
analytics to give
there
you
is a
ideas
difference
at all.
between completely selling out and making a little money doing what you love.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Trust me, I'm not faulting them at all. Anybody for making money. I'm just saying, like, this, you know, like I said, it's one of the reasons why I stopped watching some of these channels is because they seemed like that's what was happening. And whereas what I went there originally for, it became something else. And I think that was the trap. That's the trap. I call it the algorithm trap, is what I see. Same. All right. That is empty. This going to here. Out of the way. I don't know. I mean, that's just my opinion, man. Take it with a grain of salt. All right, there's that. This. These are. I guarantee.
Bionic Bigfoot 40 said whip you just copy and paste what you typed.
That's all you needed to do.
Peplin Creek Aquatic said, I love the small channels. That's why Jason's will always be one of my favourites. Wink wink.
Thanks, man. Take it as a compliment. Come on.
Fishroom said, my advice is don't give up your day job.
Yup. Good advice. Pump's working. The power, that's what it was different. That's what I changed this week. The stupid power head kept falling off. And for the first time ever, it like decided it was still going to work. And all I hear was this, as it's like grinding in the gravel down there. So I took it out. Tired of it. I'd rather not have a power head than have to deal with this stupid power head. That's where I'm at with that. It's too low. Turn this up to max flow and see. I don't know if the Pothos is ever going to snap back. I don't think it is. Good to me,
Whip's World said that's my thinking too, but people like Corey, John, and even Aquarium Domain, they're trying to make YouTube a source of income and they say chase. I think I'm just going to keep doing what I do.
I would do. Yeah, I mean, want to chase, chase. That's, I mean, it's not. To me, that becomes then you become a slave to the algorithm, right? Then you start doing things like, okay, maybe I'm going to do this because this is what I want to see, but not what I want to do, or it's not what I would do. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying don't use like your algorithm, your analytics to make decisions. Like I've been looking at this, like one of my best videos ever is a short I did, and it's on my bala sharks, and it is like my most viewed thing. It still makes money every month. Like, I mean, we're talking like 25 cents, right? But this still gets like thousands of views. So I'm thinking, you know, I should probably do a video on bala sharks. Hey, I've been keeping them for 15 years. It's not a bad idea, right? So, like using that as an idea for like, you know, stuff like that, but to actually like, you know, like if I want to become like a bala shark centric channel and that's all I focus on, you know what I mean? Like that's what I'm talking about. Or another one of my best videos are my build videos, my sump build video. And I am going to do another video, but that's because I'm building something and I want to, you know what I mean? But then I could become
Benjamin
like
Peters, Sayer
a build
85,
channel.
said good morning.
King of DIY. That's probably how he became the king of DIY. He did some DIY stuff and it was like, oh my god, people love this. I don't know. It's a fine line, man. You got to find where you're at. Run your channel by what I think. And good morning, Benjamin. Joining us. Color Guppies is here. Good morning. What's up, dude? Anybody else? Nope. All right. That's that. And that's that. Next up. Color change on the flounders. Now, I already did like 20 waters at 20 waters. 20 gallons out. Maybe oh. Clean that filter while I'm at. But yes, I think you should do whatever you want to do.
Peplin Creek
And if you think
Aquatics
that's what
said
you should do,
Jeremy
then
is
that's what I think you should
awesome.
do.
He's a big channel, but doesn't act like he is.
Yeah, no, he's a cool guy. Met him a couple times at the Clash. And I was on a live stream with you guys once. I think. I might have been a backstage. I don't remember. I think it was a backstage. Yeah, he's a cool guy. Ugh. All right. That's a second. I'm going to pull out this stir. Saltwater is very weird. Very weird animal. Things in saltwater are always a whole lot slimy than they are. And saltwater is like very, I guess, viscous. Or viscous? I don't know. Makes finer bubbles. Wait for gunk. You. Not very often I clean this thing. All right. Yeah. Sure. Clean this drain out. Perfect. Fed these guys last night some bloodworms. Good. All right. Back on. You do the water.
Whip's World said he is, Pep. I stayed up a couple hours after the stream just shooting the proverbial poop with him last night. Fishymon said, professional YouTubers have $1,000 cameras, microphones, and are a slave to content.
Yeah.
JMac1 said you need to click bait with hot chicks.
That's not bad. Whoa! That was not. I'm going to rinse this off again because now it's all covered in salt water. Try this again. Put this in the right place. Tight fit because I siliconed it in. There. Scrubby. All right, I'm going to fill this up. I have, I believe it's 10 gallons. So I'm going to, I already took 20% out. Yeah. So I took some out.
Fishymon said plus editing videos and all that happy horse poop.
Yeah, I know all about editing videos. I'm fair share of that. But at some point, if you get big enough, you just hire people to do that, right? Like, I'm pretty sure Aquarium Co-op is not editing his own videos. Joey DIY is probably not editing his own videos. At least I don't think. I mean, it could be. I don't think Corey is, though. Well, he used to have Jimmy do that, right?
Bionic
Turn it
Bigfoot
on. What is that?
Faulty said, fuck, the fish turn it on.
What does that mean? Turn what on? Oh! I believe this is 10 gallons. 10 gallons. Remixed RO water, brackish water. That's what I was looking for. That's me.
Bionic Bigfoot 40 said, whip turn it on.
Turn it on. Banger gone. Get it on. Yeah, whatever. All right, same idea. This is just a 10-gallon trash thing and a smaller pump. And I'm going to trickle it in.
Fishy Mansour said King of
Got something here.
DIY is a narcissist, so he probably edits his own videos.
You might be right. You might be right. Hang on a second. God, I was going to do something here. So, that's me. there, and I got to break the
Whip's
siphon.
World said Joey might be, but Corey isn't.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure John and Lisa edit their own stuff and Primetime Jason does the podcast stream, along with his own stuff. Paul Cafaro pays someone to do his now.
I gotta get through here. I gotta move you guys. Hang on. I have like no hands. Doing a ninja foot kicking thing. Oh my god, I just stuck the cord in. Plug's wet. Get out of my way. Ah, oh, son of a bitch, I broke the thing anyway. The whole point of doing that was so I didn't break the siphon. And as I wasn't paying attention, I broke the siphon. Idiota. Bentejo. What are you guys looking at? Oh, look over there. Stay focused. All right. I gotta get this started again. So, take this, that. Why is nothing easy? Maybe you shouldn't name your stream easy if you want things to be easy. Should have named this the hard stream. All right. Can you tell? I'm going to start the siphon here because it's just easier to do it in a bigger, deeper tank.
Fishy Monzik said Jazzrun, I concur.
I concur, sir. That should be started, but we're too low to do anything. So, back to this. Put that there, that there. Oh, just stay. Okay. Go over here. Okay. With me? Plug for the pump. Over there, where the other plug is. Okay, cool. Need the extension cord to go all the way around this way. And not soaking wet because if oh, here we go. Just kick on the pump, the bucket, kick on the pump. Hopefully we get some water coming out. No? Oh, not working. Oh. No, I think this pump's working. There it goes. Sometimes those impellers get stuck. And I think because I only use it in salt water, I should probably rinse it after I'm done, or at least pump some clean water out of it. I get all the air bubbles out of it. Got water flowing? Yep, you got water flowing. I gotta turn that. That much. All right, water's pumping in. I think it hits that level. Get flowing here to verify that the siphon is started, although that's a little too low. Honestly, if I would do this again, I wouldn't have drilled the holes that low, except the top ones. But how I compensate is I use this pleco cave, which fits perfectly. But I want to verify that the siphons work before I do that. So, and then once it drains in this bucket. There is a little water sensor there. That's the water we're pumping out of. verify. Double check that that is actually brackish. I'm pretty sure. Put water in. It wasn't brackish. But I get paranoid.
Daniel Velez, 47, said, "Good
Yo.
morning, everyone."
What's up, Mr. Velez? How you doing, man? Verify.
Fishy Monskzor, said Jazrin.
Yes.
You get to talk to yourself like we all do when working in the fish room and not appear to be crazy.
0.15. Perfect salinity. Yeah. Yeah. This is how I mask my insanity. By streaming and pretending I'm doing it, you know. Doing it for a bunch of people so I don't look like I'm crazy. There we go. I'm not pretending to. I am doing it. Yep. Count me out, dude. All right. While that's filling real quick, I'm going to grab myself a coffee. I'm looking at the rain mixing with snow. Dreading. Oh, and it's going to be a heavy, heavy wet snow. Oh my God. We're almost at this level. Pinch this. Let it get there.
Alishanas, 93 through 80, said, "Just because you are paranoid doesn't mean they are not all against you."
Girl. Girl. Can be out the gate. More. A owl.
Fishymon, said Jazrin, "We are all a little insane."
Some more than others. Self included. Right. Alright. I can actually see water flowing out of this. So.
Alishanas, 9080, said, "Heart
Good.
attack snow. No
Yeah.
shoveling."
Yeah. Every year, guys my age drop dead from shoveling. Somehow that doesn't stop my wife from not helping me. I think I got the message. The life insurance. Enjoy cleaning out the fish room. Ugh. Had to do that. Fishymon was there. Oh, she must have been listening. I just got a text.
Whip's World said, "My daughter says I need to be medicated, LOL." Andy Carson, 39, said, "I just found out I'm going to be a grandma for the 4th time.
Ooh.
Holiday get-togethers are getting fun."
Mm-hmm. Well, congrats. Daughter said I need to be medicated. Yeah. Self-medicated. All right, let's fill this up. And then I'm going to let it like I said, I only had 2 gallons out of this, so it's going to flush 2 gallons, or fill with 2 gallons. And then it's going to flush another 8 gallons out of it, right? Give us pretty much almost like 100% water change on. But it's when the siphon things, not like change. I don't know. Plenty was 0.14. 1.3, 1.35, 1.4. Those are kind of low. I think a lot of that's because, well, last time I mixed up my water, I mixed it up a little later. I was like, you know, it's close enough. Because I was still trying to figure out the ratios and the fill mechanisms. I don't think I actually figured it out yet. I have a line. I don't know. Maybe mess with it. Fill that. Make sure that this, we're almost up to the new level. I put the Flecker Cave in there. Now the, up, that whatever, half. A knuckle and a half. Wait. In there. Then it'll flush the rest of the gallons in there. Out the front. You know, like that.
Fishy Monsieur said a bastard like myself won't be that lucky to drop dead from shoveling wet snow.
Exactly.
I'll just get back pain.
Yeah, you'll just throw out your back and be in miserable pain for 2 weeks. Yep. Boots cats, good morning. Well, butters are cool. Alright, we're draining. Cool. And just realized entirely tanked. For a second. This is gonna work its way for a little while. Woo! Almost painless. There we go. We're free. Sorry. Now. Luckily. Will do. Yeah. That's right, because this ball valve on this fill tube leaks. Like it drips. I came full of water there one day. What's going on? I found out that water gets past this valve slowly, fills up this tube, and eventually just starts dripping out here onto the floor. So luckily, when I designed this, I put a shutoff further on down the line so I could change out the water filter. There. Seems to stop the problem. Woo. Oh, while I'm here, that's full. This is a tank we emptied. I actually need to drain this and get it out of here. Same thing with that other tank over there. I just kept it here to make sure there was nothing in there. I haven't seen it in a long time. While I'm here, waiting for that other tank to fill. I think got enough time. I'm going to stop this pump from pumping. I'm going to let it drain a second, and I'm going to do a water change on that. Maybe a water change.
Fishymong said you bore. Valve leaks, that's funny.
Yeah. Ball valve. Like a 2-year-old, man. These fish, Madakas, man, I don't know. I moved the Madakas in here. I was just thinking about it. Like, those Madakas are pretty old. Pretty old. Like 3 years old. And I don't know how long Madakas live. I don't think they live much longer than 3. So they're kind of, dwindling. I should get more. I know there's a bunch of people in the local club selling. Open. I'm going to use Python adapter. Alright. Cool water change here. Everybody seems to have done pretty well in the. The reason I was saying about the Madaka is some of them look really long in the tooth, and that dude in the
Fishymong said
back there
simple things amuse Sip.
looks elderly. Simple things amuse. Daniel said he was in rehab, still working on his heart issues. Working, buddy. Getting there. Yeah, good luck, man.
Fishymong
That can't
said
be fun.
simple things amuse simple minds.
Yes, I understand. Ooh. Algae. That's the other thing I gotta address is these colonies, man. They're actually sad. Pseudomugal colonies are kinda slack to wait them down to like 6. I don't think that's a healthy number for breeding. So I think once I get this project up and running, I'm gonna have to get some new stock. Oh, oh no, not new fish. All right, since this is all one system, I'll only do the water change at the top tank because I don't bother touching duckweed, spreading it anywhere. Tank has the duckweed. Try to keep it that way.
Alishanas9380 said there were
Going on so
several
long for
bags of
years.
rice fish at the NJAS meeting yesterday.
Yeah, they've been pretty popular. Those were the Madaka Mayuki Madakas. I don't know if they're special, but they were cool. I like the blue silver look. I've seen some other cool ones like those orange ones, like the red orange. They're cool. Thing is, like I keep like most of my tanks are heated, so I feel bad that they're constantly like not really a hot water like a tropical fish, right? They shouldn't be kept like that. Kept more like white cloud minnows and stuff. Colder. Not like I think they can get down to like almost right. Not that you want to keep them like that, but fish like that seem to have like a cycle. If they stay too warm too long, they kind of burn out. Like a rest period. I guess you could always work something in like that. I don't know. I don't know. Thought about it. Got them because I thought they were cool. They were in an unheated tank. But, you know, like I said, the room's warm too, so that's not really doing them any good. If the coldest they get is 72 degrees, I don't think that's enough of a rest period. Like, what is it? Carnivorous plants, like Venus flytrap, right? Not only do they need, like, you know, specific water,
Alishana
water and
says
stuff, but they
9380
need
said a CLC swap on March 21st will probably have them.
cool, cool. Yeah, they're definitely cool fish. Plus that they're not in a great tank. Like you want to be, they're more like kind of like a. You want almost in like a pond or a tub. Might be good for summer tubbing actually. Pick up a bag somewhere, throw them outside. Oh, what did I just do? I'll fill this up. Yeah. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. I was in the middle of some rant. I don't remember. Cold water. Yeah, I don't know. Thought about throwing them in with the goldfish, but I think the goldfish would eat them. Goldfish are big. That's an uneat. But it stays pretty warm. Here, I'll show you with the gun real quick. See what my goldfish tank is at currently. I kind of screwed up. I should have put this on the bottom because then it would have stayed a little colder. Yeah, it's an unheated tank running at 77.5 degrees. Above a tank that is heated. And in a room that's heated. And it's closer to the floor, probably was
Fisherman Saw said I cranked the heat up to 88 degrees in my Zebra Pleco tank this winter.
Damn. That's their summer. That's actually probably a good idea, especially like because you're in a basement too with your fish room. It almost tends to run backwards to seasons because you know the heat's on in the winter, so it gets warmer down here in the wintertime than it does in the summertime because the air conditioning's on in the summertime and all
Whips
the
World
cold
said,
air settles
Jason,
down
did you
here.
look at the tanks at the Clash's aquascaping competition this year?
Oh yeah,
What
yeah.
size tanks were those?
Those are the same ones that I have, two of them. Those 17-gallon rimless. They're from Cuboid, I think, donates them, or they bought them from Cuboid, one of those two. They sell them. I can't remember the name of the company, but they're the low iron E-glass. Iron, whatever. Iron glass, beveled corners. They're nice tanks. Want one? I'll bring it to the Clash this year. Speaking of Clash, I got my room and my ticket. Past a week. My wife's like, "Did you have Clash?" I'm like, "Dude, I can't." All right, so that's tanks are full, but I'm gonna fill up the sump. Almost full, not quite. A little low. Uh-oh. That's the bucket about to overflow. Let's whoa! Oh my god, I'm dropping water everywhere. Let's turn that on. Let's turn this on. Kick it on, boys! I'll show off in a sec. There we go. I think I had that alarm. Okay, okay. That hose is already set up. Okay. Sorry. Got ahead of myself. I can close. Close. Water coming out of this one. Oh, that's already open. Spilled a whole bunch of water all over the floor. Wasn't that bad. Wasn't great. Wasn't bad. All right. The tank is just kicking up now. You can see like when it first started, it likes to bubble a lot. As the top tank like starts draining.
Fishy
tank
Monk
will
said
drain.
Jazrin is being a genius today.
Genius! Add science, man. Speaking of genius, I should do this. I have another one of these. I put it on. It has a different tone because it got wet more than once, but I'm going to put it on the edge of this case. Siphon doesn't. Tank will over. Let me know if the tank's overflowing. So I'll know if the bucket is overflowing or the tank is overflowing. And I think that's good enough for me. What else? What else could be overflowing? Oh, aren't we? Yeah, we're getting close. Bucket is edge. See, look at that.
New local Austin said it is a pleasure to watch Jason work. Agreed.
Pleasure is all mine. Orbs. Okay, that works. Gotta prop up this bucket so it keeps the water. Whatever. Tilt the bucket so I can get all the water out of it. I'm trying to. Alright, that tank is pretty much
Whip's
running.
World said, I think the Clash, for this year anyway, has been replaced by the Bluegrass Bash. I can't do both, and with all the turnover over there, I'm guessing it will be a down year.
I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see. I don't think it's going to be that bad. I mean, what? I haven't seen the lineup for
Fishyman
speakers
said,
yet.
it is a pleasure to watch him work. I'm a slacker.
Blacker too. Probably good enough. I should clean that glass. I just don't feel like doing it right now. Where I'm at. Done with the water changes. I am going to fill up tanks. One of these days we're going to have to get into that one tank over there and just really an overgrown mess. Can't even see in it. There's algae all over the glass. I have this. Still. I'm going to top off the rest of these tanks. Ah! What is going on? Oh, I know what I did. I turned the wrong button.
Fishy Mansour said, what's this Clash thing you guys are talking about?
There we go. On time. This is what I want. Have the on time high enough last. Whoops. Cool. I didn't drain the bucket all the way. What are you saying there, Fishymon? What is this Clash thing you guys talk about? I don't know. I don't know. I think it's, you know, you wouldn't understand. Like fish keepers get together, hang out. Try it sometime. It's kind of cool. Go easy on the alcohol. That's what I was hearing. This pump just kicked on. Not ready for you yet. Turn this off. Now draining down the other side. Pump's a little low. I just fill it up. A little bit below the rim. At the rim. Back trim. And this is pretty much, if the power goes out, this is where all the tanks would be. Can be no overflowing of the sump because there's not enough water to overflow the sump. Right? Or it hasn't failed me. I have overflowed it though, because I overfilled this tanks to the point where
New Local Austin said the Keystone Clash is a fish event in Morgantown, Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah, there you go.
It is where legends of the hobby mingle with beverages and scrapple.
There you go. Add scrapple? I don't. Might add scrapple. I'm sure that what is it? Shady Creek, Shady Maple. Shady Maple. That's
Whip's World, said Cheryl. If that's true, I'm keeping them for myself. What I really need to do is talk to you Northeasterners to dip net me a couple dozen baby snakeheads. It's only illegal if we get caught.
I didn't say a word. Don't condone that behavior. Kill any snakehead you see wild. Highly invasive. But at some point, you know, like, I guess we're never getting rid of them. Gotta accept it at some point. This is the way it is now. Now I have snakeheads here. Alright, I wrapped that hose up and I wasn't even, oh, I'm such an idiot. Alright, let me get that hose back out and then we'll fill up those tanks like I said I was gonna do. And by then I think the brackish should be done filling.
Fishymon said, I'm not a legend, so that explains it.
Legend of Fishymon. This is the tank I was talking about. This has my Celebes in here. Celebes. Colonies dwindled too. But like guppy grass and why is this not draining all the way? What is going on here? Do I not have this pump running long enough? On time. Alright. I'm draining this damn thing until I hear it gurgling. Whoa! Close. Guppy grass all over this place. Yeah, this tank is like guppy grass and algae. Barely even see him. I gotta get in on that. That's that's not a today project. I think that's the pump I'm hearing all that water hitting. Yeah, I think so. Or else water hitting the ground or hitting something, hitting the sink because the hose is like laying over the side of the sink.
Congratulations, Start Fresh Aquatics Lando, on the membership milestone. Start Fresh Aquatics Lando has been an extraordinary aquarist for 22 months.
Congrats, man. That's awesome. All right, these tanks down here need to get filled. Kind of low. All right, bucket's finally empty.
Fishymon said Jazrin.
I
Just
kept
let it
adjusting the wrong
overflow
number.
onto the ground. That alarm annoys me.
Yeah, because that's so much better.
Whip's World said Jeremy says they're now part of the Gamefish tournaments, so it's only a matter of time before they're accepted as equals and taken advantage of just like the rest of the American fish.
Yeah. Really? Well, game fish tournaments, but I guess they're not. Obviously, they're catching them and not releasing them. So I guess it's getting them out of the waterways. But yeah, I think it's such a widespread problem now. It's like, it's like those Chinese lanternflies or gypsy moths or Japanese beetles or whatever the heck it was that came over some way, shape, or form from somewhere else. All right, I think I might have left that pump on a little too long. Let's fix this. Let's turn that down. Okay. I believe I filled it. Nope, I gotta fill this one up.
Bruiser CB said, "Good morning, Deps."
Good morning,
Unknown in
dude.
chat, making breakfast and lurking.
Good morning, sir. You're doing well. Getting ready for, well, you're probably not in the snow region, are you?
Fisherman said, or chicken
you're out there.
pox.
Chicken pox. None of that, dude. Need that.
Whip's World said Asian carp and almost all the fish and reptiles in Florida now.
Yeah. Flaccos. Florida. The iguanas falling out of trees. What else? Anacondas. Right? Isn't that a problem now in Florida? They got all sorts of invasive, huge-ass snakes. Top these two. Good.
Scaly Granny said, Jason, we are getting snow, but only 8:14 in the forecast.
Oh. 8 to 14, though. That still doesn't sound fun. Either way. Got a good old nor'easter coming. You have nor'easters because
Fisherman said the Native Americans were
Hey,
killed by chickenpox.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Scarlet fever, all that good stuff, man. Yellow fever. You name it. Okay. Wrap this up. Pretty sure that pump should be done.
Start Fresh Aquatics Lando said 2 days ago it was 60 degrees here, and this morning it's freezing with a light dusting.
Yeah, that's the way it was yesterday. It was almost 50.
Whip's World said, Burmese pythons and rock pythons are a problem.
Yeah, there you go.
So are wild hogs and brown anoles. Nearly all the large cyclids from South and Central America are established. It's total anarchy down there.
Oh, look at this dude. Yeah, Florida's a lost cause. In my opinion. It is Grandpa Snail. Regular old whatever. Sorry, buddy. I needed myself a duckweed. Get it off! Get it off! Cool. Alright, I gotta take care. So I'm gonna have to end. Yeah, this is pumping dry. In pumping. Let me get this setup taken care of. Guess we're good all around here. Unplug that. That was for fishing. Oh no! A little bit of water would have went everywhere. Alright, let me put this
Fishing
away.
Once said, well, you know, the oldie saying March comes in like a lion and goes out like a lamb.
Yep. Except it's not March yet. Till February. We still have another week. And then we got 3 weeks. So we got like 4 weeks until spring. Official spring. Whether that's actual spring. Pennsylvania has these weird seasons. Right? We have false winter. Then we have real winter. Then we have false spring. Then we have a second winter. Then we have pothole season. Then we have real spring. That's how it works. All right. Dump that out. We can set this bucket back here. Back on it. Put a lid on it. Oh, I will be at the Keystone, so it'll be a good time no matter what. How I feel about it. I got one of those suites again too, so I got like room to chill out. Party in there. All right, I can take this out. Try and preserve. Ethan? Yeah. Get out of my way. Over here for a sec. God, I'm dropping all sorts of things. Lamp. I broke the siphon.
JMac1 said USA wins the gold.
Yay! USA! USA! Alright, that's flowing. Get the, you guys even see what that in there. You guys can eat some salty seaweed. Why so salty? Then got like pipes and like tubes like running all over the place, like a mad scientist. Just want a slow trickle. I don't know if you can see how slow that is. Almost a little fast. It's gonna be pure cold water. Yeah, that's bad. Not a bad. Yeah, I just constantly let that drip for like a day, 2 days, 3 days.
Whip's World said, dude, I
Dude,
seriously have to have you come
dude.
put to my place and do an easy Sunday here so I can
Hell
see how
yeah,
the madness works.
that'd be fun. That'd be a good time. I'm down. Plan it. All right, got that going. So put this here. I will know tank is over on there already. Then all I need to do rerun how this is going. Right. Board from over here.
JMac1 said, all expenses paid.
Yeah, there you go. I'm definitely in. All right. Honestly, don't need this on right now. What I tend to like to do is because, all right, first of all, this system only works the way it's set up is because of the way I have this timer. This is like a unique timer. You can buy these things called an on-off timer. It's 2 dials. It has the amount of time in seconds, minutes, pump to be on, and it has the amount of time that minutes and hours that you want the pump to be off. Currently, it's off for 15 minutes. Okay, set the run for 5 minutes when it's on, just for now. I'll leave that off. I should set a timer. Should do. It is 11 o'clock. Close enough. 11 o'clock. So whenever I hear that alarm go off, however amount of time has passed is how long. I'll kind of set that timer, but I'll set it for like, if it's an hour and 20 minutes, I'll set it for an hour. So it doesn't get all the way full. It only gets mostly full. You know what I mean? And then I will know that approximately, whatever it is, 2.5 gallons every hour, what's being displaced out of the system. That's how I roll. Pretty simple. And then, if it's I'll let it run for a day. I'll set, if it's running, there's alarms and stuff. I'm not leaving the house anytime soon. There's going to be a huge snowstorm. Nobody's going anywhere. So I can even let this run overnight. And I forgot all about it and let it run. I went to bed and forgot that it was running. And I woke up in the morning and oh crap, thank God it worked. Yes. So as long as I turn that switch on and get the dials adjusted, we should be good. So that'll happen throughout the day. That's about it. Once I feel like this has been enough, I'll probably take that, drop the whole system down there and do the water change on this. That's how I've been doing this one at least. I've done this one occasionally, but not recently. I also do it on the 90. Tanks are great for this because it's like a slow trickle. The heater keeps up, so the tank never really dips too low. Yes, the heater will probably kick on a lot more. Sometimes I get an alarm from my ink birds that the heater's been on for like 6 hours. Price you pay for running cold water. I probably could heat the water, but then the water heater's going to run. Either way, I'm heating the water, right? So
Fisherman said short-term memory loss first ting to go.
I don't even know what we're talking about. How short term loss I have. Yeah. Anyway, so that's it, guys. I think I'm gonna call it here. I gotta prep for the snowstorm. Parents, kid every once in a while. But yeah, I appreciate everybody hanging out. It was a couple hours. We got 2 hours in. Good times. But we will do it again next week. You know, same place, same channel. Got any questions? Down below. Comments.
Start
I read
Fresh
all that
Aquatics
stuff.
Lando said CIA next week.
See you next week, man. Yeah, if you got anything you want to show off, email, whatever.
JMac1 said, good luck with the storm.
Thanks, man. You too, man. But you're in more in the heart of it than I am. Button down the hatches. Yeah, if you got anything you want to show off, talk about, behind the scenes, whatever, there's my email.
Fishy Monster said prep, another word for get drunk.
Yup, gonna be that. Best thing to do in a snowstorm is get a bottle of
Whips World
Jägermeister.
said thanks, Jason. You're the best.
For those of drinking age, get a bottle of Jägermeister, stick it in that snowbank, start shoveling. And when you need a break, go back, take a little nip off the bottle, back to shoveling. Suddenly you're really warm. Shoveling doesn't seem so bad. But I didn't get any Jägermeister, so I'm screwed. All right. But yeah, hit the like, guys. If you haven't, please hit the like. Subscribe.
Scaly Granny said thanks, Jason. Stay warm.
Yeah, you too. Thanks, everybody. Stay safe. See y'all in a week. All right, guys. Bye.